The psychology of jealousy, what it's really trying to tell you. Have you ever watched someone you love laugh with another person and suddenly felt your chest tighten? Your mind starts racing. What if they're happier with them? What if I'm not enough? What if I lose them? Jealousy has a way of turning a perfectly ordinary moment into an emotional storm. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Jealousy isn't proof that you love someone. It's proof that something inside you is afraid. Today, we're going to uncover the hidden psychology of jealousy, why it can destroy relationships, why even confident people experience it, and what your jealousy might actually be trying to protect. Because once you understand jealousy, it loses much of its power. Imagine two people sitting in the same restaurant. One person sees their partner smiling at the waiter and thinks, they're just being friendly. The other sees the exact same smile and immediately wonders, do they like them more than me? Nothing changed except the story inside their mind. That's what psychology teaches us. Events don't hurt us nearly as much as the meaning we attach to them. Jealousy isn't created by reality. It's created by interpretation. Let's start with something most people never admit. Nobody enjoys feeling jealous. It feels embarrassing, immature, possessive. People often hide it because they don't want to seem insecure. But jealousy is actually one of the oldest survival emotions humans have. Thousands of years ago, losing your partner could mean losing protection, resources, or even your chance to survive. Your brain evolved to notice threats long before your conscious mind could explain them. That ancient alarm system still exists today. The problem is, modern relationships aren't ancient survival situations, but our brains still react as if they are. Think about a child learning to walk. Every time they stumble, they look back to see if someone is still there. That reassurance creates security. Adults aren't very different. We all want emotional reassurance. We want to know we're chosen, wanted, valued. When that security feels uncertain, jealousy quietly walks in. Not because we necessarily distrust our partner, but because we fear losing what makes us feel emotionally safe. Here's where it gets interesting. Jealousy often says far more about us than about the other person. Two people can date the exact same partner. One feels calm. The other constantly worries about betrayal. Why? Because jealousy is often connected to our past. Maybe someone cheated on us. Maybe we grew up competing for attention. Maybe love always felt conditional. Maybe we learned that happiness never lasts. Without realizing it, our past starts interviewing our present, and every innocent situation becomes suspicious. There's a story psychologists often describe. Imagine carrying around a cracked mirror. Every reflection you see looks distorted. Eventually, you stop blaming the mirror. You assume everyone else is distorted. Jealousy works the same way. When our self-worth is cracked, every interaction feels threatening. Every delay in replying becomes rejection. Every compliment someone else receives feels like evidence that we're falling behind. Social media has made this even worse. Every scroll shows beautiful couples, perfect holidays, perfect smiles, perfect anniversaries, perfect proposals. But what we rarely see are the arguments, the loneliness, the therapy sessions, the tears. Comparison has become a full-time occupation. And comparison feeds jealousy like fuel feeds fire. Because the more we compare, the less enough we become. Here's something surprising. Jealousy isn't always romantic. You can feel jealous of friends, family members, co-workers, even strangers online. Someone gets promoted. Someone buys a house. Someone gets engaged. Someone starts succeeding. Suddenly you wonder, why not me? That's because jealousy isn't only about losing people. Sometimes it's about fearing you'll never become the person you hoped to be. There's another side to jealousy that almost nobody talks about. Healthy jealousy exists. Imagine your partner constantly ignores your feelings, flirts openly with others, breaks promises repeatedly. Feeling uncomfortable isn't toxic. It's information. Emotions aren't enemies. They're signals. The danger begins when we confuse feelings with facts. Feeling jealous doesn't automatically mean something bad is happening. It simply means something inside us needs attention. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to control the other person instead of understanding themselves. They demand passwords, check phones, monitor social media, question every friendship, track locations, interrogate innocent conversations. At first, it feels like protection. Eventually, it becomes a prison. The more control we seek, the less trust survives. Ironically, trying to prevent betrayal often creates the distance we feared in the first place. There's a powerful psychological concept called confirmation bias. Your brain naturally looks for evidence supporting what you already believe. If you believe you're unlovable, you'll notice every delayed text, every distracted glance, every canceled plan. Your brain quietly ignores all the moments your partner chose you. Not because it's logical, because it's trying to prove itself right. Let's tell a simple story. Emma loved Daniel deeply. Daniel had never cheated, never lied, never hidden anything. Yet every time he worked late, Emma imagined the worst. Arguments became frequent. Daniel became exhausted trying to reassure her. Eventually, he stopped sharing details because every conversation became another interrogation. Emma believed she was protecting the relationship, but fear slowly became the third person in it. One day, Daniel asked her something she never forgot. "Are you fighting me, or are you fighting the people who hurt you before me?" That question changed everything, because she realized she wasn't reacting to Daniel. She was reacting to old wounds wearing Daniel's face. Healing jealousy doesn't start with becoming less emotional. It starts with becoming more honest. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Being abandoned? Being replaced? Being rejected? Being inadequate? Most jealousy isn't fear of losing someone. It's fear of what losing them would make us believe about ourselves. Real confidence doesn't say, "Nobody will ever leave me." Real confidence says, "Even if someone leaves, I will still be okay." That's the difference. Security doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from trusting yourself. Healthy relationships don't eliminate jealousy. They create conversations strong enough to survive it. Instead of accusations, there's curiosity. Instead of assumptions, there's communication. Instead of control, there's understanding. The safest relationships aren't the ones without insecurity. They're the ones where insecurity can be spoken about without shame. If you're someone who struggles with jealousy, you're not broken. You're human. And if you're dating someone who struggles with jealousy, remember this. Behind many jealous reactions isn't a villain. It's often someone terrified of not being enough. That doesn't excuse unhealthy behavior. But understanding the fear beneath the behavior changes how healing begins. Imagine jealousy like a smoke alarm. Sometimes it's warning you about a real fire. Other times, it's reacting to burnt toast. The goal isn't to remove the alarm. The goal is learning the difference. Because people who never question their jealousy become controlled by it. People who become curious about it often become free. The next time jealousy shows up, instead of asking, "Who can I blame?" try asking, "What is this emotion trying to teach me about myself?" That single question might save not only your relationship. Healing jealousy doesn't start with becoming less emotional, but also the relationship you have with yourself. If this video helped you see jealousy from a new perspective, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because sometimes the hardest truths are the ones that set us free. And before you leave, here's something to think about. If jealousy disappeared from your life tomorrow, would your relationships actually become stronger? Or would you finally have to face the insecurities you've been hiding all along?